Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. It is still, I gotta look at the freaking date because I can't even remember half the time. Okay, it is still Tuesday, October 15th, 2019. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. So, of course, I got myself a nice cold blue to help, settle the nerves. No, I'm only kidding. Just to take a chill break here a second. So I want to show you, I had showed you this earlier. We're going to get into the topic here in just 1 second, but I wanted to show you, we've added a couple more wheelbarrows, we meaning me, a couple more wheelbarrows of stone in here. So far that's a total of, so we're going to go back here. So from back up here, down around the corner, that's 4 wheelbarrows full. Okay, so let's get into the topic real quick, and then I'll show you what else I've been working on. So, what lessons have we learned from the recent events that are going on as we speak in California with the fires, with what's happened with the power outages and everything like that? So there's always prepping lessons to take out of everything, okay? So the first lesson that we need to take out of that is in a short-term event, because I've had people email me or message, in the comments and said, people were working together, they were helping each other out, which is absolutely fantastic. I think that's absolutely fantastic. But we have to put that into perspective, okay? It's a short-term event with an end in sight that is only going to be temporary. So it's good that people work together, because there's going to be people that won't work together even in a short-term event. Excuse me. But again, it's good to see that people were working together, were helping each other out and stuff like that. So that's absolutely wonderful that they were doing that, okay? But in a longer-term event, that cooperation within a very short period of time is going to go out the window. When there is no end in sight of an event, and you have no idea when the ending date is going to be, and you have limited supplies, you're going to see people's attitudes change very, very quickly. So I want you to realize that is going to happen. Okay, don't think just because in these type of events where people were working together and helping each other and doing the right thing, which should be done anyway, that is going to be the same case in a long-term event, because it absolutely will not be. Okay, so that's a major, really, really important lesson that we learned from this event. Okay, I think that eventually, and I've talked about this, in a long-term event, you're going to see people grouping up and grouping together for the greater good of the group, more skills, safety in numbers, all those type of things that we have discussed many, many times. So what other lessons have we learned? Okay, the importance of planning, the importance of preparedness, the importance of, knowing what to do in that type of situation and not panicking in that type of situation. Those are really, really important things to take into consideration and to think about, okay? Because I'll tell you what, having that game plan ahead of time, folks, is going to make all the difference in the world, okay? We can be prepared out the wazoo, and if you don't have a game plan, or you don't have a plan of what you're going to do in the course of action, there's going to be major, major panic. And we've talked about a little bit about this before. The most dangerous person in an SHTF event is going to be the person that is desperate and scared. Not your big tough guy. Not your big tough guy, because the big tough guy with, all the guns and stuff like that, he's going to have that false sense of confidence, okay? He's going to have that pumped up bravado and that testosterone running through his veins and thinking he's all that. Those type of people, they will meet their end in their own way if they act stupid, okay? But the most dangerous person in that post-event, and I'm talking end of the world as we know it type of event, that is going to be your desperate and scared people, because they're willing to do whatever they have to do because there's no other options. So that's something you really, really need to think about when dealing with people, with talking with people, coming up to your group or whatever, and those type of things. So those are things to think about, okay? And again, I'm a big believer you take it on a case-by-case basis. Not everybody coming up to your compound or to your group has bad intentions for you and your group. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be plenty of people that do. They have very bad intentions, and they're looking to take what you have and kill you and do those type of things. But again, you know what I said, I've talked about going with your gut feeling on those type of situations. So there's a lot of things that we can do with these type of events. Like the event that just happened in California, you utilize that as a training exercise. You look at that as a win. Because why? Why is that a win? Because if you were one of the people that were without power for a few days, and now you have seen the holes in your prepping where you're weak. Okay, now you found out where you're weak because of that power outage, because of those fires or whatever. I mean, fires, there's not much you can do about that. Living in California, I mean, fires are going to wipe out everything. But with the power outages, you take that as a lesson to figure out where you're weak, where you need to improve, and that's a free gift as far as I'm concerned. Like when we have blizzards up here, those are gifts. Why are they gifts? Because it teaches us. You know, we all have that overconfidence, okay? Especially preppers. I mean, if you're prepped up and you've been a prepper for a while, you know, got it all covered, I know exactly what I need to do, you know, I'm good to go, all right? But what you don't know is the unforeseen. So when you have these blizzards and you have flooding and you have the, you know, the power outages and, you know, fires or earthquakes or whatever, it gives you that opportunity to find out what you need to do to improve your place, to improve what you need to do as far as preparedness goes. So again, you have to look at those type of events as gifts. That hurricane that comes in and knocks out power for 2 weeks, well, you find out really, really quickly, you know, where you made your mistakes. And the way I look at it, and I mean, tell me if I'm wrong on this, I look at that as a great opportunity, a learning experience, so you know in the future, okay, this didn't work, this worked great, where do I need to improve, and then you make those adjustments. When SHTF happens, guys, and it will, there's no doubt in my mind that it will, when SHTF happens, lessons are over, because then it's the real game. And then you have to make decisions that are realistically going to be life and death at that point. So think about that, okay? Take every one of these opportunities to learn, to grow, to become a better prepper. Take them all, learn from them, and go from there. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to say on that. I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to hear what you guys think and from this whole perspective of things. All right, so what I've been doing, I ended up in the, I'm going to show you the back first. So I spread this stone out in the back, all back out to this corner level, okay? And I'm going to measure this up to make sure I'm in a good position. I have a ton of stone left, okay? That's why I started doing some on the path, because I have way more than I need, I can already tell. Because I'm going to come a little along this edge. I may bring this out a little bit farther out here, okay? Because there was the stone for 12 feet, or 14 feet, I'm sorry. From there to here was 14 feet, and I've already gone beyond that. So I'm going to bring that out a little bit more. I started putting more stone, as you can see in this area. I basically, what I'm doing, I was raking stuff out, and then I just got up on the pile with a shovel and was just throwing stuff out here. And so I'm going to continue to do that as soon as this video is done. And this will go up again later today. But so I'm going to continue to work on this. I'm out here. It's cool. I'm not sweating, and so it's a good opportunity to get a lot of this done today. I have a ton of stone. I'm absolutely not, because I have to come out to this level here. Okay, and I'm going to make it fairly thick. Okay, that I'm absolutely going to do. I'm going to make a real nice thick layer of stone, because with the rains, when the rains come in, we're still going to get some water in, you know, in this area. But if this is going to be ended up being higher, now it's going to be, this is higher already anyway. The lower spots are all through in here. So, but anyway, so I'm going to get this, I'm going to make sure it's nice and thick, but I'm going to definitely grab a couple more wheelbarrows for the path over here. I have more than enough stone, and I know it. I can see it for what I need to do. So that, which is great, which is absolutely great. I'd rather have too much than not enough. I can spread this out even more. because eventually she's going to be coming in this way. I'm sure she's going to want to park over here. You know, she's going to come in that driveway over here, and then she can pull in right over here. And so we're going to need more stone through here anyway. And so, you know, that's gonna have to happen. I figure over in this area, I would, because of the way this is spread out, I would just have them like start here and just tailgate it out, and then I can rake it out from that point. But that's going to give her a nice area so that she's not going to get wet, she's not going to get muddy, and all those type of things. So very, very awesome. And the well, I'm going to show you this real quick as well. So the well is right here, okay? So the line actually is down underground, and it travels right to the holding tank, okay? And so actually I'm going to take you over there and show you, because I turned the pump on a little bit today, and I want to see if that is actually filling the rest of that on its own, because that's what it does. Once you get that pressure and then it gets that started, a lot of times it just fills on its own. So I turned the pump on for a little bit today because it was lower, so we're going to check that out. But anyway, so that's behind here, so we're going to be able to tap into the well, so she's going to be able to have water that way as well. But it's a work in progress, guys. You know, it just, you know, I just kind of been like, well, okay, I want to be outside today, and you can see it's starting to get darker. It is after 5 now. Let me take a look and see what time we got. It's 5:30. Okay, so, but yeah, so it's all right. So let me show you. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can hear it. Okay. So I'm going to pull this off. And this is like the coolest thing. Okay. So, I don't know how well you can see that, but you can hear it. It's a slow trickle that comes out because the wellhead is higher than this down here. Once I turn that pump on, and I literally had the pump on for 5 minutes, okay? And you can see the water level is down here. Well, this will continue to run until it's over the hose. So it will fill this tank all the way again full. Now, SHTF event, how am I going to get this to do this on its own like it's doing right now? There's no pump going now. This is all doing it on its own. I figure I can get that vacuum, and I can, like you know how you do with siphoning gas, if I can get that pressure on there to pull that water out, that's how we'll do it to fill this tank up. Because again, this is a 1,000-gallon storage tank, okay? So let me just recover this. I don't want you in there. All right. So yeah, I knew it was fill on its own. I love that. That's absolutely awesome. So anyway, guys, again, if you are looking for good information, we have the Prepper Nurse One community on my website at preppernurse1.com. Please go over there and check it out. We have the Prepper Nurse One community there. It's a great way to connect with like-minded people. Unfortunately, in our society, even still, with everything that goes on, preppers, off-gridders, were looked on as crazy, which I think we are probably the most enlightened and awake people that are out there. But if you're looking to connect with like-minded people in your state, in your country, that's why we developed the Prepper Nurse One community. So if you want to just go in and check out the message boards, if you want to go in and try to connect with somebody in your state or your country just to have a loose affiliation, or if you're trying to form a group in your state or your country, you also now know who like-minded preppers are, which is an awesome resource to have. So guys, I'm telling you right now, safety in numbers. I've said it over and over and over again. It's going to take a village to survive what's going to happen, okay? We're going to have to work together. It's really, really important. So anyway, so that's what's going on. And so go check that out if you're interested. Again, it's preppernurse1.com, okay? So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here for now. I'm going to get a little bit more work done for today, and then I'm going to call it a day. So remember, this video, probably I'll put this one up maybe around 8 o'clock or so. I think that's what I'll end up doing. So remember, guys, we're all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about and the people that we love how we feel every day. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. If you work methodically to get things done, before you know it, you have a tremendous amount of things done. I'm a great example of that. A great example of that. We have accomplished so much this year. It has been absolutely phenomenal. And I got a surprise coming up in the near future that I will be talking about. So I will be talking about that soon. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. Ladies, gentlemen. I don't want to just say guys, I mean ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you all later. I hope you're having a great week. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. Say bye-bye, puppies. Say bye-bye.